I got you stuck off the realness. Be the infamous, you heard of us. Official Queensbridge murderers, them all come equipped for warfare. Patience. Patience. Come close this door.
Huh?
Close my door.
Okay, close it.
Stab you in the brain, stab your brain with your nose bone. I can see it inside your face. Y'all put a 1 in the chat if y'all can hear me. I had to come out of that chat. It was a good chat too. It's a good live. Yes. Y'all can hear me? My mic is on now. Chip, 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 chip. One, two. What up, Bobby Ruffin? Bobby Ruffin in the building. Cheer. Throw my LL on. Smash that like button. Shout out to Darius. Shout out to Darius. Hey, Mimi. What up, Mimi? Shout out to Darius. Holding it down. Shout out to Ashanti holding it down. Mimi, what's good with you, Mimi? Hey, Miss Fields. Shaz. Shaz, that YouTube is catching your message, brother. Sorry, it's not me. YouTube is catching your message. If you're gonna be cussing and stuff like that, they gonna catch it. Miss Fields is one of my day ones. Hey, Jessica L. With them. I ain't even gonna say nothing. Before she ever retires. I already told y'all what I want Nicki to do. The back down joint from 50 Cent. Young money. Young money. And oh man. She would destroy that. That'd be the perfect comeback song. I want her to sample Back Down 50 Cent. Oh, oh, that would be disgusting. I told her that years ago too, but she didn't listen. If she would have came out with that Back Down when it was time to come back at Remy, man. Oh. Yeah, so, but, if she was to do a main, so like, to sample a main song, well, she's already sampled Super Freak for Super Freaky Girl. How about, what was like a real big female song? You know, if I would want her to do over a big female song from back in the day, maybe it'd be Cha 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 from Light. That would be sick. Cha 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 from MC Light. You know? But as far as just any songs, that 50 Cent back down, without a doubt. Let's see. See if I can see it. I would love for her to get on this. And what you call it? Keep it thorough. I begged her. I begged her. I remember I still got the email I sent her, or letter or whatever. Yeah, it was email. And I was like, please get on Keep It Thorough. If she would have got on Keep It Thorough, so she need to get on this.
Hey, I'm saving big with TD Insurance for being a claims-free hybrid driving university grad.
What is?
Nikki need to get on this. Woo, that's dirty. That is dirty. So she either need to get on that record, and my second one was this. And the ironic thing is they both from Queens too. So that makes it even better. Did she get on that? Or this? Woo! Them is some joints right there, boy. Well, let's see. I gotta eat my dinner. So, hold on, I want to be eating in front of y'all. So let's take a look And I know it went to iTunes, #1 on iTunes earlier, but all new songs go #1 on iTunes. And again, me, I take a lot of different looks and a lot of different things. And who just followed me? Clara Jeffrey? Okay. I said not all songs go to #1 on iTunes, but a lot of times when the big artists put out songs, a lot of times they go to #1. iTunes doesn't really mean nothing to me. I never look at iTunes charts. Like, that's not impressive to me. I'd be like, oh, it's #1 on iTunes. Yeah, okay. The next hour it'll be #2 or 3. So them charts don't really mean nothing because a song that might go #1 on Apple Music or #1 on Spotify, but then on the Billboard charts it's like 10, 11. And then people are going to forget all about them Apple and iTunes charts come next Friday. So that's why I never get excited about iTunes. Never. I could care less about iTunes. I could care less about Apple Music. I could care less about Spotify. Oh, it's some zone. Oh, Spotify, World, whatever. Okay, that's cute, but what is that going to do for you come time for y'all only care about Billboard charts, right? I don't hear nobody ever celebrating that a song was #1 on Spotify, right? The only people that celebrate that is Spotify. Oh, Doja Cat was #1, this, that, and other. You said she's #1 this, she's #1 that, #1 streaming on a Tuesday with blonde hair and some other. And then her album did 60K, 70K. Like, I thought she set all these records for streaming. You sell these records for streaming, why did you do 70K? And even Planet Her only did 108. And that album was supposed to have all these different breaking all these streaming records, streaming this, streaming that. Dude, it did 108. Like, all right. It did 108. Like, I'm just really into. Now I'm not into sales as much as I used to because you don't really know how much you really sold. Because people are listening to songs 10 times over. And when you have to go out to the record store and purchase it, you didn't take the album home. Maybe if you're a fan, you might listen 3 times in a row. But then that's it. After that, you pick the best songs off the album and you play it whenever you want to. Now they got people buying stuff here. All y'all go buy an album. To me, I've never liked that. I've never liked that. To me, that's fake because you can't really tell how many fans you got. If somebody's gonna pay me to buy somebody's record, I'm gonna go buy it, and I don't even gotta be a fan of that person. If somebody like, here, go purchase Morgan Wallen's I'll give you $20. Oh shit, okay. You want me to purchase 2? Give me $40. You know what I mean? But I'm never gonna listen to Morgan Wallen. So it's just too much fake shit going on. That's the reason why none of this music really lasts. Because everything is fake. Everything's about optics and oh, get it on the charts and making it go viral and making it trend. And but then the songs stay number one for 1 week and then that's it. You know. If you take a look at some of the classic records, some of the classic records in history, go look at how high they charted. Mhm. Some of them didn't even make top 20, but they're like legendary songs. Mm-hmm. Imaginary playing. Imaginary playing. Or hit that other shit. That sounds like another up at that. Deep cover shit, money. I'm still money. I'm all day money. I'm good under the Dadirector's jug money. Jay said, what, what Jay said? Jay said, wait. Just that one quick line. This line is so Jay-Z. Arrogant. He's so arrogant. He said, I got bail money, double XL money. You got flash now, but time will reveal money. Time will reveal, you know just how you feel. Cause it's time love for real. It's time we can reveal. This special love that's deep inside of us will all reveal in time. That nigga Jay funny as hell, boy. It's a love for real. Go ahead, Elder Barnes. The special love inside of us will all reveal in time. Oh, that nigga's hilarious. This special love deep inside of us will all reveal in time. Anyway, we got what else? All right, let's talk real quick. Let's talk real quick about your boy Tory Lanez. I don't know if I got any Tory fans in here, but listen, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. Trust me. I mean, because let's be honest, I don't give two shits about Tory Lanez. I'll be honest with you. And if he stays in jail, all right. If he gets out of jail, all right. It's not. I'm not gonna lose sleep either way. I don't care. I don't want him to stay in. I don't want him to get out. Like it doesn't matter to me, right? I've never been in the Tory Lanez. I don't know anything about him. I never met him. Don't know him. See, it's a different. I'm invested in Diddy. I met Diddy. I done business with Diddy. Diddy from New York. You know what I mean? I fucks with Diddy. So yes, it's free Diddy all day to me. I'm not gonna say free Tory Lane because I've never been a Tory fan, right? I could care less whether Tory's free or not. But if he does get out of jail, good for him. Good for him. I'm not gonna be hurt. You know, I never really want to see no black man go to jail. You know, and even though he is Canadian, he still is a black man. But he had an appeal this week where this so-called new evidence, where everybody was coming to me saying, Heb, he's getting out because there's new evidence and this, that, and that. And I said, but haven't the court seen all this stuff? No. They got a guy that said that Kelsey admitted to him that she shot at Megan 3 times, and then Tory took the gun and he fired 2 times. Yeah, but there was a gun specialist there already saying that really, by accident, can't really happen. He was wrestling with her with the gun. And the court didn't hear this before? The court heard all this stuff before. And they said no. So, I don't really understand where people are saying new evidence, new evidence, new evidence. Right? All right, y'all. Cool it in the chat. Like, how do we get on insulting people's looks and worry about that? How do we get to that, ladies? Because I know it's ladies. Niggas don't be acting like that unless it's a gay guy arguing with women. But that don't usually happen in my chat. It's always women. Women. Y'all are catty, boy. All right, well, you don't have to like Cardi's new song. Mimi likes the song. Okay, that's cool, but let her have her own opinion, Mimi. Just don't insult Mimi either, though. Can't insult Mimi. But Mimi, I don't expect you to insult her either just because she doesn't like Cardi's song. She don't have to like it. As long as you like it, Mimi, that's all that matters. And I try to like it. She don't like it, she don't have to. It's a free country. We don't do that in here. The only time that we start, people that I worry about in my chat is when you start disrespecting me. That's it. When you start disrespecting me, then you're going to get kicked up out of here. I don't care if people don't agree in here, right? But don't call each other names. That's not nice. Mm-hmm. Okay, Mimi, but Mimi, what are you, Cardi security? She don't like a Cardi, not bashing Cardi. I don't like that. Well, that's all good. Long as you don't bash Cardi, right? It's still not going to change your mind, right? It's not going to change your mind. If you like the song, you like the song. You bash Nicki Minaj, right? Me, I bash whoever needs to be bashed. If I think you need to be bashed, I'm going to bash you. Except Tony Braxton. I'm never bashing Tony Braxton. Toni Braxton can do whatever she want. She can do whatever she want, and I ain't gonna ever say she's wrong. Cause Toni Michelle Braxton is never wrong. I bashed Nicki, I've bashed Cardi B, I've bashed Megan, I've bashed I think I've ever bashed Missy. But Missy's not really making music like that anymore. I bashed Remy Ma, like I bashed Coy, I bashed Lotto. I bash whoever. As long as it is formable. Like if you do some dumb shit, I'm gonna bash you. I bash Drake. I bash Kendrick. I don't really like Kendrick. Like I've never been a Kendrick fan. He turned me off with the whole control shit when he says he's the king of New York. And me being from New York, we don't like when people from out of town say they're the king of New York. It's disrespectful. He from Cali, and he knows New York people don't like Cali no way. And for him to be from Cali and say he was the king of New York, it was like, okay, nigga, come out here and say that. He didn't come to New York and say that. Come to New York and say that, nigga. Let's see if you leave out of here. He didn't come to New York and say that. So from there, I never really liked Kendrick Lamar. Oh, I bashed Drake. Yeah. Oh, I absolutely have bashed Drake. Yes, I have. I've absolutely bashed Drake. I bashed him for that stupid song, "Sexy for My Shirt," sexy. I bashed him for the fake abs. That's dumb. Like, why would you get that? I bashed him for the way he treats his baby mother. Yes, I have. I bashed Drake plenty. You just gotta listen. Now, maybe not no time that you were in here. I bash him plenty, especially when it comes to music. I mean, because that's basically what I talk about is music. He hasn't really done anything he hasn't really personality wise shit that I mean, like I could care less about that's not my business. Who he hits up and what age that's their parents' business. That ain't my business. You know. As long as he ain't hitting Patience up, I don't give a fuck. Now, let me see him in Patience DM. Then Aubrey gonna have a problem. Other than that, I could give two shits who that nigga hit up. Right, I'm a fan of Drake. I want to see Drake do well. Like I respect Drake. I give him way more credit than other people give him. I think he's a way better rapper than people give him credit for. Like all that ghostwriting shit. I was just defending Drake the other day when they because people coming with this stupid narrative. Oh, he let somebody piss on him. No, he didn't. I was there. He didn't let somebody piss on him. No, the dude, T.I.'s homeboy, didn't take out his joint and start peeing on Drake. That's the way people wanted to seem. But that's because people weren't there. That's not what happened. It's not even close to what happened. T.I.'s homeboy just got out of jail. He was a little ratchet, and he was drunk up in the movie theater, and he went and peed in the corner in the movie theater, and the pee, Drake was sitting up watching the movie, but he happened to be on the corner seat. The dude's piss splashed up and hit Drake. The dude wasn't trying to pee on Drake, but if you let these people tell the story, oh yeah, he let a nigga pee on him. No, he didn't. The dude didn't even know that the pee got on Drake. He was so drunk and plastered. And then when Drake stood up like, yo, what you doing? The dude turned around and was like, oh, my bad, homie. And went back and kept peeing. So, but people want to tell a story and say that Drake got peed on. No, he didn't. P hit him, but the dude wasn't like they make it seem like Drake was in there. Drake is so scared, this dude, that the dude pulled out something and peed on Drake. That's not what happened. That's not what happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Remember when the beef came out with him and him and Meek Mill, and Meek Mill put out that trash ass record that he ended up deleting. Well, after the during the song, he did Swizzy did his beat. During the song, he stopped the music and was like, "Yo, didn't this dude get peed on? Such and such, didn't this nigga, you got peed on by T.I.'s brother," something like that. So everybody was like, nobody that was around was like, "Oh snap, so and so peed on," but it's not what happened. You know? Yeah, yeah, I got it. I got it. I was looking at funny. I was looking at them pictures the other day. I still got the pictures of her and Safari. It's so hilarious. Her and Safari, her and Trey Songs. Who else showed up? There was a few people there that night. There was a few people there that night. It was a dope party. Ironically, Keefe D was there. The one who's right now on trial for shooting Tupac. Keefe D was there. He wanted to talk to Nicki Minaj, and dude was like, "Oh, that's her boyfriend." Keefe D was like, "I don't give a fuck." I'm looking at Keefe D like, Keefe D, Nicki Minaj ain't not giving you no ass at all. She's not even looking 2 times at your ugly ass. So the whole thing with Tory Lanez is that his new evidence got shut down, not his appeal. He's gonna have a chance on the 18th to appeal this thing. And I'm gonna tell you something. For all the Tory Lanez fans, I'm gonna say something here tonight that's gonna give the Tory Lanez fans some hope. All right? Y'all listening? I believe that on the 18th, Tory Lanez on the 18th, this is my prediction, y'all. Lock, stock, and barrel. I believe because of the fingerprints that Tory Lanez on the 18th is going to get a new trial. Y'all heard it here first. You heard it here first. Y'all heard it here first. On the 18th, due to the fingerprints, not nothing else, not the race, not anything else that he brought up, not the not the friend, none of that. Because of the fingerprint situation, I believe he's gonna get a new trial. I don't think you're gonna see a mistrial. I think it's gonna be over. The will be overturned. So now, if they overturn it, they can't make him innocent. They can't make him not guilty. They have to have another trial. Yep, I believe that's gonna happen. And if he does not get another trial, I believe that this Republican lady will convince Gavin Newsom to because it can't be Trump because it's a state case. I believe she'll let Gavin Newsom pardon him. But I'm leaning towards new case, new trial. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see. So earlier we talked about Taylor Swift already. Talked about Imaginary Player. What else? I see Chloe released a new song and video. If anybody's seen that, I don't know how y'all feel about that. Question. Okay, where's the question? What does this thing say? Go ahead, Darius. My mellow, my man. So Darius, my man, my mellow, get on the mic, cause we know you like Jello. What you think about to go down at the VMA this year? You know, sure it's go down. Well, is Nikki gonna be there? Onika gonna be there? I gotta find out whether Onika gonna be there first. If Onika gonna be there, I'll get back to you. If she not gonna be there, you doubt it? No, ain't not gonna. If she ain't gonna be there, nothing, nothing's gonna happen. They say what's the day? What did Sweetie put out? Oh, enough time has passed. Listen, sweetie, you made me look bad. I used to cape for Sweetie so hard. I used to cape for Sweetie. But she didn't put out the music that I said put out. If she would have put out the music that I said to put out, she would have blew up. I used to keep her. Like I still love Sweetie. I don't care. I still love Sweetie. I still think she has something. I don't know what other than looks, but she kind of and Sweetie's a person I bash too, and I used to never bash her. But Sweetie kind of like did it, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Sweetie touched her face, and there was no reason to touch her face. Her face is beautiful. But she did something to her face. Like, she gave herself, I guess she was, I don't know whether she's Botoxing or whatever, but she gave herself the fucking Joker. You know how Kelsey Plum got the Joker, or the Grinch? Kelsey Plum got that Grinch mouth. Sweetie, because she messing around with her mouth, I don't know whether lip fillers gone bad or Botox or whatever, but she got that thing around her face, around her mouth that looked like the Joker now, and she didn't look like that before. And it just boggles my mind how it's like, bitch, you was already fly. You know what I mean? You was already fine. Like, why did you mess with your mouth? Like, you were already fine. Ridiculous. And young on top of that. That's the thing that pissed me off about Ponytail. It's like, Ponytail, you were 25 years old. Like, you still had your baby face. Ariana Grande would have been 40 years old, still looking like 27, 28. What possessed her to go touch her face? I have no idea. Now she don't even look like herself.
What you doing?
I'm on live.
Okay.
Stop it. Be careful.
Right. You put any Cokes in the freezer or no? Yeah, her body's great. I don't understand what happened to Ariana Grande. Like, she's young but that's what happens, man, when you have this so low self esteem about yourself that people don't even realize. It's like you are.
Here
That's
you go.
Pepsi. She didn't have Coke.
I don't know.
All right.
I probably forgot to put it in this. Okay. Love you.
Love you too. Close my door.
I think she's putting Coke in the refrigerator.
All right, close my door.
Love you.
Love you. Patience. Close the door.
Sorry.
Okay, close it all the way. Damn. Yeah, well, remember Mimi? She admitted it. She was like, "Oh, I did too much Botox, but I don't do it anymore, and I had too much Botox." And she lost weight. She don't even look like the same girl. I sit back here, and my daughter watches Victorious all the time and Sam and Cat, and I be looking like, damn, this ain't even the same broad. Like, this ain't even the same chick. Ariana was hittable at one point. I don't know whether I had got there completely, but at one point I think I may have wanted to fuck Ariana. I think at one point, let me let y'all look in my face. Listen, where's my mic? Hold on. I think at one point I almost wanted to fuck her. But then I was like, nah. Changed my mind. Well, then you stuck your tongue in my cool so hard and fucked me so hard, I figured you changed your mind. I did say it, BTV. I did say it. But then you stuck your tongue in my cool and fucked me so hard, I figured you changed your mind. I told you stay here with me too. Do you remember that? Oh, I remember. I remember it real well. But then you stuck your tongue in my cool and fucked me so hard, I figured you changed your mind. His ass was stuck, boy. He couldn't say shit. Darius, you think she's still pretty, huh? Okay. Well, Darius got pretty good taste, so I'll take your word for it, my brother. Take your word for it, brother. Mm-hmm. Where is Couture? Speaking of somebody who ain't ugly, where's Couture at? Where's Couture Bay? Okay, Mimi. How many months they about to give Diddy? I'm telling you, I'll get to it right now, Mimi. Darius, I think they're so mad that the D, the I, the D, the D, the Y, the D, the I, the D is Diddy. Beat the feds is Diddy. Beat the feds. The D, the I, the D, the D, the Y, the D, the I, the D is Diddy. Beat the feds. I think they're so mad that they couldn't get him on that RICO. I'm scared they're gonna hit him with 10 years, man. Tell Couture I got something really groovy for her. When you see Couture, tell her that Big Heaven got something really groovy for her. I got that from the movie Blackula. Tell her Big Skillet's got something really groovy for her. Tell, when you speak to Couture, Darius, it takes a few months. I hope from your mouth to God's ears, Mimi. But this judge is a piece of work. So when you see Couture, when you speak to her, tell her Big Heaven. Make sure you say Big Heaven in front. Pause. Big Heaven got something really groovy for her. That damn Couture know what she be doing. She know what she be doing. Darius, I'ma tell her. Dad, you know how people be talking shit, and then when you be like, I'ma tell them, they be like, well, no, wait. Are you blocked? Why would you be blocked, Miss Lackey? Did you call me a piece of shit or a bastard or anything like that? Am I blocked over here? Hey, Miss Lackey. No, you're not blocked. Are you used to being blocked places? She said, am I blocked over here? You going? What, you going back and forth? Darius, I'm gonna tell her. Miss Lackey, you Miss Lackey checking in each chat. Am I blocked over here? Oh, I'm speaking to everybody. Getting ignored. No, I'm a conscious. No, you're not blocked. You are definitely not blocked. I see you loud. Oh, I see you loud and clear. Oh, no, I see you. I see you perfectly. Yes, Miss Lackey, we see you. So light skin ass. I see you. I can't see your picture fully, but I can tell you red bone. But yes, I can see you, love. Y'all make sure y'all join. If you have not joined my daughter's YouTube, please make sure you join at Patience CTV. The name of her channel is Patience is a Virtue. She's 11 years old. She's a content creator, and She's really good. She's really good. You chocolate. Chocolate. Well, I'm New York, so we say chocolate. Chocolate. So, yes, go follow Patience. I hate doing this on the phone because I can't. I'm have to like go online and put it in the chat because for some reason for my phone they're not allowing me to chat on my own shit. But yeah, now. Oh, you're from North Carolina? Oh shit, G's from North Carolina. North Carolina. Where you from? Charlotte? Greensboro? Raleigh? Um, where you from, Miss Lackey? Raleigh, Greensboro, Charlotte. Two or three. Darius, I listen, I don't want him to get 10. I don't want him to get 10. I'm just afraid of this judge. Charlotte, okay. That's where my girl G live. G live in Charlotte now. Okay. Charlotte in the house. Let me go in here and put Patience. Um, I gotta put Patience thingy in, right? Like, okay, so yeah, let me go back to my original Cardi take. So, for anybody who missed it, for anybody who was here when I said it, you can check out and come back. But I just want to go over it so people know. Also, make sure you'll follow me on Twitch because I'm going to start doing all my lives on Twitch. On Twitch, I'm going to be on camera all the time. You know, like YouTube, I be doing a whole bunch of other shit. So a lot of times I'll get on camera. And then when I be eating my dinner, my brother called me one time, was like, yo, stop eating. Stop going on camera and eating, bro. It's not professional. So I said, all right, nigga. I stopped doing it. So, hold on. Let me just put Patience, what you call it in here, guys. Please. And then I'm gonna go back and I'm gonna go into the Cardi joint. Go into the Cardi. Cardi. Let me put my daughter's thing in here, and then we're gonna go into what I felt about the Cardi song. And you know you're always gonna get here. What I'm gonna tell you is, I'm telling you this. This is from my perspective. I don't know what else anybody else has to say, right? But you know it's never gonna be an ulterior motive. Everybody knows I like Cardi B music, but I don't like everything, right? And there's been songs that she put out that I was not feeling. Hold on. Sub to my daughter's Chanto. Y'all listen to Danny Robinson. Chanto. Come on over to my Chanto channel. Okay. So, what I said about At Patience CTV. Okay, guys. Please sub to my 11-year-old's channel. She's doing it big. At least she's trying to. Okay. You're going to have to click on it and go sub to it. All right? Did I like Outside? I wasn't a big fan of Outside. I liked Miami way better. I wasn't a fan of Outside. I actually liked the song Trophies that she never put out. I like that better than Outside. Outside to me was just like Up Part 3. Because I always considered Hot Shit Up Part 2. And I considered Outside Up Part 3. But I like the song she had that she never put out called Trophies. I thought that was fire. And I did like the Miami song. The Bloom Bloom in the cut. That was all right. That was all right. Like what? Yeah, that was pretty cool. That was all right. But as far as the imaginary place, as far as the new one. All right, so as I stated, I might have to look at y'all so I can explain it. Hold on. If I'm squinting, it's because I don't have my glasses on. If I have to squint too much, I'm going to have to put my glasses back on. Then I'm going to have to come off camera because the lighting. Hold on. 1 2 1 2. Wait. 1 2 1 2 1 2. Can y'all hear me? Let me get my glasses. Put a 1 in the chat if you can hit the microphone. Okay. So, imaginary players, like I said earlier, the first thing that I thought about when I saw it was, like, this is a classic Jay-Z song. That's not a classic song. It's not a classic hip-hop record. But to Jay-Z fans, and I consider myself a Jay-Z fan, like, the record is important to us because we like when Jay pops his shit, right? So the first thing we're looking for when you're doing a song, when you have to sample, or when you have, if you're doing like what we call a reboot, which is to me what this song was, she didn't just sample imaginary players. This was like a reboot. This was like Nicki's Warning, or when Nicki redid the Lil Kim song, the Jump Off. She pretty much kept the same rhyme scheme, not schemes, but rhyme flow, but changed the words, right? Like she did with Warning. Who the hell is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the night while I'm watching the fights. It's the bitch Kim, so she just flipped. Who the fuck is this? Paging me at 5:46 in the morning. Crack of dawn and now I'm yawning. What the cold with my eye. See who this paging me. And why? It's my nigga Pop from the barbershop. So what she doing was a reboot. And the key thing to a reboot that I was looking for first was she has to come on and you have to start the song like Jay, right? Because a lot of people saying, oh, she's not going to be able to rap, like Cardi B's not going to be able to rap over that beat. So that's what I was a little afraid of. I was like, damn, I hope Cardi don't sound like a fool, and I hope she don't make a fool of herself, right? But when Jay comes on, and when he starts the song, he's popping shit, right? When she comes on, she starts the song. Before she starts rapping, she's popping shit. So I'm like, okay, so she's staying in the same format, which is cool. Then when Jay comes on and said, yo, I kicked that other shit. That's some nice mother effort shit. And Cardi said, yo, look. Look. I kicked that other shit. That's some pretty mother ucker is. So I'm like, okay, good. So that's a check. That's a check right there. Because you came in the same way Jay came in. Then she didn't change the beat. It's another check. One thing I hate that people do that remake songs is they come on and now they gonna start changing the beat and doing their own thing with the song. Nah. Leave the song the way it is. Right? So she didn't really change the music. She just kind of like lowered the back and kind of like filtered it out. That's fine. Another thing that she got to check is Imaginary Playaz is a song where Jay-Z is flexing and he's talking about Mace, which we found out later he was dissing Mace. We didn't know that at first. And what's Cardi B doing on Imaginary Playaz? Some people trying to say, oh, it's an offset diss and she gonna have Stefan in the video. I'm gonna tell you something. If she would have did that, I'd have been so mad. If this had been a song calling Offset and Imaginary Player, I'd have been so pissed and done with her. But it wasn't. Right? She was pretty much talking about the same shit Jay was talking about. So that's 3 checks right there. Now we get to the bars. You wanna have relevant bars, and what she did was add the stuff that's going on in her life. Oh, the wristwatch, the this, the what did she say? Archive or archive. I don't know what the hell that is. That's above my pay rate. But back then, Jay was talking about more Versace, more diamond, blah, blah, blah. She was talking about what she buys. Now, another good flip. Now the bars come, and then you want some catchy punchline. If you're not gonna get lyrical, like if you're not gonna get y'all mythological niggas is comical, the astronomical is coming through like the boo bombing you, and then bombing in your crew too. With the mystical, magical, you know how I do. Like you're not gonna get that with Cardi B, right? So there's different types of lyrical. So you want to get a song where she's popping her shit, but she's got some catchy punchlines. And she gave you that catchy punchline right near the beginning. Right? The glory hole line, what I was talking about earlier. Which I know a lot of people said, oh, somebody said it in a battle rap. Well, I ain't seen it. I ain't seen it. And a lot of people haven't seen this girl in the battle rap. But that glory hole, y'all know you fucking with, is a bar. That was a bar. She had some nice punchlines in there. Of course, it's not as witty as Jay. She ain't as good a rapper as Jay. Right? But she had 2 or 3 punchlines in there where it's like, you know, the my flop and your flop is not the same as fly. The glory hole line is crazy. You know, if I jump, if you get my numbers, you pop champagne. If I got your numbers, I jump out of plane. That's crazy. And that's the difference between me and you. Like that, I'd end up committing suicide if I jumped from the distance that me and you are. Right? If I come down to your level, I'll commit suicide. So I'll jump up. See, you have to analyze. So when you're a nigga like me that been following hip hop forever, you analyze bars. It's not always about being super lyrical and you can't understand what you're saying for that. But if the bars hit, like I said before, like Big Paper to me was probably her best verses to me. To me, Big Paper was her best verses. and Get Up 10. Get Up 10, Big Paper. And I do like her, came through dripping, came through dripping, drip, drip. I do like her bars in that, but Get Up 10 and Paper. But these bars were dope because she was popping her shit, she would flex it, and her punchlines made sense. Her punchlines was kind of like coming off of the flex. Like her punchlines was the flex. I mean, so that's what made it like Jay in Imaginary Playaz, most of his flexing came from his talking. I mean, Jay, you know, it's like I be coming down the aisle and I pull up in he said, and you pull up. So I can just see yourself now pulling up in a 460 with a bad bitch. I pull up in my shit with a badder bitch on some other shit. You know what I mean? He was flexing more talking. Cardi flexing came within the raps, right? So for all of those checks, those are checks. Now, I liked all of that. But I gotta give you the stuff I didn't like. Number one, I did not like On the Hook just seemed very empty. And the background music on the hook stayed the same volume as it was when she was rapping. So when she's like, bitch, and then she's talking, but that music's supposed to come up, like, cause it's background music. You know, it just seemed like it was almost a cappella. Come when the music time comes, she got to turn that music up. I didn't like the mix on it. And then again, like I said, I know she can't help it, and it's not even her accent. I could care less about that. Hell, Glorilla got an accent. Lotto got an accent. Like, rappers have different accents. I don't care much about her accent, but her enunciation, to me, has gotten worse as time's gone on. It hasn't gotten better. It's gotten worse as time goes on, and I believe it's because of them teeth. I believe it's because of them veneers. Now, like a lot of these girls are doing, and guys too, a lot of these chicks are changing their damn veneers every 3-4 months. And they come back with bigger teeth. And then they come back with bigger teeth. And I was like, Ma, like, keep one set of teeth in your mouth. I believe because of the teeth, I believe that's why her enunciation is so bad. Because she wasn't even enunciating words this bad when she first came out. And a lot of times her enunciation takes away from the oomph of the punch, of the, you know what I mean? It takes away from the oomph. But all in all, I like the record. I like what she did with the record. I think her bars were fine. I think her flow was fine. She kept everything pretty simple, and she didn't mess it up. And that's the number one thing when you're dealing with someone, a legend like Jay-Z or Nas or Eminem or whatever. Just don't mess the song up, bro. That's all they ask you. And if you don't mess the song up, then you came out a winner. Now, I said, do I think it's going to perform well? No. I don't think it'll perform well because I don't think that's one of them songs to perform on the charts. Because if Jay-Z's song, if we had charts and stuff back then, I mean, we had charts, but they didn't release singles. Like, rappers in the 90s didn't release singles on their own. But if this song was released in the 90s as a single, it wouldn't have did well because it's not a chart record. And Cardi B pretty much made it clear that she knew that. And even though the record label was saying, no, go for Outside because Outside has chart ability, she didn't care about chart ability. She wanted to put this song out here because what this song does, if you look around, if you look around, all of the old heads, like I said, I told y'all, I text 6 to 7 old rappers. And I asked them, did they hear it? Now, 6 of the people, I text 7 people. Keith Murray hadn't heard it yet. Eric Sermon heard it. Memphis Bleak heard it. Who else I text? Lady Lux heard it. Who else did I text? I text a couple more people. LL and LL. Yeah, it's real dope. It's real dope. It's real dope. It's real dope. Yeah, I heard. It's real dope. It's real dope. So, what she's doing is she's getting respect from the old heads now. Flex. So that in turn is going to have them respect her a little more. So now you go on the reaction channels, all of the dudes are like, yo, this is fire. And once you got respect from those, that was the thing that Nicki had, right? As far as her music goes. The men were always like, nah, it's Nicki Minaj because of her music. But because of this personality shit Nicki been going through, a lot of guys that I've seen that was really Nicki supporters, they're like, hey, I'm just not in for all the BS. Like when she's rapping, when she's on, making music, I F with Nicki. But all of this stuff on social media, I'm not really jacking. I'm not really with. And my man Juice said that. He's a big Nicki fan. Big Nicki fan. And he was just like, I ain't really feeling all this shit. But I think she did a good job on it. I think she made it her own. And I think the bars were good. And the punchlines were good. And of course the glory hole line was crazy. But those other two things bother me. The volume and her enunciation, because she had a punchline in there that I was watching somebody do a reaction, and then on the punchline, because they really couldn't understand what she was saying, they wasn't moved at all. They were like, but then they turned on the captions and watched it over and saw her do the same line. They were like, whoa. So, sometimes she takes away from the oomph of her lyrics with her enunciation. That's it, pretty much. I don't think it'll do that great, but I do think a lot of people will like it. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people like it. Whew. I ain't put my glasses on. I'm squinching. You said, I get you're trying not to drag. You must have, I thought you've been in my chat before. If I think something is trash, I'm going to say it's trash. There is no you trying not to drag her. Because if I felt as though were you in my live after she put out that song with Offset? Who heard my video? Darius will tell you about my video. So trust me, it don't have nothing to do with, I'm trying not to drag her. If I thought it was trash, I would say it's trash. But I don't think it's trash. I thought the song was good. And it's not like, that's a crazy thought, Jazz, because a whole bunch of other people are saying the same thing. So you think that everybody that's saying the song is good, you think they all got an ulterior motive? No, they just think the song is good. That again, I go back to what I said. That's people's opinion. You're doing that with feelings. It don't matter what Cardi B would have came out here and done. You are a Nicki fan. So you would have came in and said it's trash. So It's really no. It really don't matter what she would have said, because you would have still said it was garbage. It could have been a perfect song, and you would have still came in and said it was garbage because you don't like Cardi B. I get it. So you can't tell me that you have ever said that a Cardi B. You probably have never said a Cardi song was hot. And like again, that's biased opinion. I'm not giving biased opinion, because if I was giving biased opinion, I would have said everything was fire, and I wouldn't have brought up. You heard me bring up the enunciation. You heard me. You heard me bring up the mix and the way she enunciates her words. If I didn't want to drag her, I'd have been like, "Oh no, everything was perfect." No, I'm not doing that. She did that song with Offset. I came in here and blasted her. I was like, that song was garbage. Garbage. Your verse was garbage. The song was garbage. Offset's verse was garbage. I hated that song. And before they came out, I said, I don't want to. Remember, I was calling them the Ashford and Simpson of rap. If you don't know who Ashford and Simpson is, look them up. I was like, I don't want no more songs with Offset. Don't give me any more songs with Offset. I said that. And then she came with Offset. I was like, I don't want to hear you in Offset no more. I don't want to see him in your videos no more. None of that. Enough with the Offset. So I have dragged her when she deserved to be dragged. I'm sorry. I just don't think she deserved to be dragged for this song. I think she did a good job. And again, if you go on YouTube and go to the reactors, go to the reactors that have reacted to both Nicki and Cardi, and who basically say, "Oh, I'm here for the music." You go to them reactors, No Life Shaq is one of the biggest reactors on YouTube. He always his whole thing is, I can't be bought, so nobody can buy me to say something good about him. That just ain't me. And he loves the record. He loves the record. You do realize, Jazz, that Eminem, who is Nicki Minaj's, other than Lil Wayne, Eminem is Nicki Minaj's favorite. You think Eminem knows a little something about rap? Well, Eminem, you did mention, you did see 2-3 months ago, Eminem said he thinks Cardi B has bars. Did you see that? Now, does Eminem have an ulterior motive? He don't need Cardi B. He don't need to say, he don't need a record with Cardi B. He's not going to do a record with Cardi B. Right? He doesn't need Cardi B's approval. So why would Eminem say that Cardi B got bars? Right? So that's what he said in her own way, which is the same thing I said. She got nice bars. Now, Eminem, I would think, know a little bit about rap. I would think he know a little bit about rap. Your boy, Nicki's boy, 50 Cent. Even Nicki's boy, 50 Cent, said he likes Cardi B. So there are people who like Cardi B. Contrary to what you bars want people to believe. There are people who like Cardi B. It has nothing to do with trying to insult them. Oh, because y'all like mediocrity. Why can't it just be that somebody likes Cardi B? It don't got to be something wrong with them. You know what I'm saying? It don't got to be something wrong with them. Just because they like Cardi B, they like what they hear, or they like her songs, or they like her punchlines, or whatever. It don't got to be nothing wrong with them. Oh, that's because y'all like mediocrity. That's insulting. That's insulting the people. That's something to people. No, no, you said that's because you said something like that's because y'all congratulate mediocrity. No, I just like the record. I don't. That's the thing. I don't think the record is mediocre. I think it's a good record. Now, if you want to hear mediocre, I can tell you some mediocre records you can put out now. But we'll save that for another show. We'll save that for another show. Darius, did you call Couture? She's gonna be like, oh, replay. Damn it. Yeah, but I just said that Eminem didn't say anything about her personality. Eminem said, I like her bars. He didn't say nothing about her personality. And this whole entire song that I just reviewed, I didn't say nothing about her personality. And she don't gotta be in nobody's top 5. She ain't in my top 5 either. But that don't mean I don't like her music. She's in my top 5 right now as far as female rappers' music that I like. She's definitely in my top 5 as far as that go. She may not be in my top 5 as far as rappers, but as far as female rap artists right now, she's definitely in my top 5 because she puts out really good music for most of the time. Hmm? Believe it or not, there are some people who don't like Nicki's music. And that don't mean there's nothing wrong with them. They just don't like it. My brother's one of the people. He's like, yeah, she's like I'm way higher on Nicki than my brother. Way higher. My brother's like, eh. So, and there's a lot of people like that. But that's when, of course, her fans are gonna say she's amazing. They're fans. That's what fans are supposed to do. But see, me, I'm more of a fan of music than I am of people. I stopped standing when Prince Rogers Nelson got put in the ground. That was it. I'm not standing anybody else. Once Prince got put in the ground, that was the end of my standing. Everybody else is just like, I go record by record. I'm not a Taylor Swift fan, but there are some Taylor Swift records that I like. Right? Would I go pay $1 million to see her in concert? Absolutely not. But there are some records that come on the radio tell like oh my God, look at me. Well, that's it, fire. See, Taylor, that's it. I said, go ahead, T Swizzle. I'll write your name. That's it, fire. That's his fire. Was she the better? She the. I don't know. It really depends on your taste. Katy Perry kind of fell off to me, like, because Katy Perry, to me, all her songs started to sound alike. She don't really have too much depth. Like Katy Perry, her songs are, Gaga plays instruments and Taylor Swift plays instruments, so they'll always be able to switch it up on you. I'm not so sure if Katy Perry plays any instruments. Maybe she plays the guitar, I'm not sure. But she don't be doing it on her records. And Katy Perry, to me, started sounding like her pitch is always the same. Need dream, live it up. And then the California girl and I can't stick her. Like, all her songs sound alike to me. She was good, but she ain't on Gaga's level. But Taylor right now is, and I love Beyonce. I love Beyonce more as I got older. I was not a real big Beyonce fan when I was younger. But as time has went on and I really realized what Beyonce has overcome and what she has done as an artist, and then when I start seeing my favorite artist is Prince, right? When I see my favorite artist ever come out and be like, this woman's bad. Prince with a deep voice. This woman's bad. And Michael Jackson, Prince said he was so shocked to realize how much music she knew. Michael Jackson was smitten with Beyonce. Smitten. I mean, he was like, oh my God. Is Beyonce going to be there? I forgot who told the story about the award show or the after party. And he said, is Beyonce going to be there? Michael wanted Beyonce, boy. So, and he just like, how amazing she was musically and how much music she knew and how much not. I'm telling you. As I started getting older, I started to get a lot more respect for Beyonce than before. I wasn't really a big Beyonce guy. I was always a Rihanna guy. But I can admit, even though I like Rihanna as an artist more than I like Beyonce, I would never then go around and fix my mouth to say, with like these people on social media, Rihanna's a better entertainer than Beyonce. Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Me, I was a concert guy, so I've seen everybody. In person and on TV. I've seen Rihanna live. Multiple times. I've seen Beyonce 7 times. No, 5 times. Was it 5 times? Madison Square Garden. Atlanta. Madison. 4 times. I've seen her live in person 4 times. I've seen Rihanna probably Philly, New York, Orlando. Okay. I've seen Rihanna 3 times. There is nothing, and I love Rihanna. Records, yes, Rihanna. To me. But performance, it's not even close. It's laughable. That's a laughable argument. There is nothing that Rihanna does better than Beyonce. Nothing. She don't sing better. She don't dance better. She don't perform better. She don't write better. She don't control the stage better. She don't engage with her audience better. Like, there's nothing that Rihanna does better than Beyonce. Nothing. So for people to be putting out on social media, oh, Rihanna's a better entertainer than Beyonce. Like, have you ever heard anybody say Rihanna is the greatest entertainer of all time? Have you ever heard anybody say Rihanna is the greatest living entertainer? You've never heard anybody say that. I was fighting for my life one time when somebody said Beyonce was better than Michael Jackson. Wendy Williams came out and said that. When Wendy Williams came and said Beyonce is the greatest entertainer, living or dead. Wendy Williams. Now, the point ain't whether I believe that or not. The point is that somebody would even fix their mouth to say that. It's like, wow. Like, you really actually think that. So for anybody to be able to even think that about a person, it's like, oh, that's crazy. That she's even in the same breath. Because nobody else is. Nobody else is. No, but you said Wendy's a troll, but Wendy don't even like Beyonce like that. Wendy doesn't even like because Beyonce don't like Wendy Williams. So if anything, I would have thought she would say, please, when she's not on Michael Jackson's level. That's what I would have thought she would have said. But she said living or dead. I said, oh, shoot. What? Maybe living. Not dead. She ain't Michael Jackson. I've seen Michael Jackson a bunch of times, too. She ain't Michael Jackson. But I will say this. In live concerts, in aura, let me tell you something. The 3 concerts, I've been to 3 concerts in my life where somebody fainted. I've probably been to over 100 concerts. Most definitely, if it ain't over 100, it's close to it. I've only seen a person faint or people faint. And I'm not talking about due to heat or nothing like that. Like the Travis Scott, whatever. I've only seen people faint 3 times in my life. Michael Jackson, Madonna, Beyonce. Never seen nobody faint over Usher. Never saw nobody faint over Breezy. Never saw nobody faint over Prince. And Prince was up there with Michael Jackson at one point. Never seen nobody faint over Backstreet Boys. Never seen nobody faint over NSYNC. Never. I've never seen it. And I've seen all them people live. Michael Jackson, Madonna, and where was I at when I saw Madonna? And they fainted. Oh, the Meadowlands, Jersey. They was carrying bitches out on stretchers, crying. My daughter, my daughter. Like, they were like, get this bitch out of here. She collapsed, screaming on the, like, I was like, oh shit. I ain't never seen no shit like that. I mean, so I can see when people say that Beyonce is the greatest entertainer. I can at least see it. I don't think it. I think it's Michael Jackson hands down. But people who haven't really seen Michael Jackson, I can see people saying Beyonce that's born in, that when the time they turned 15, Michael Jackson was already dead for 3 years or whatever. and they see Beyonce didn't really experience Michael Jackson except on TV, on YouTube, it ain't the same. It ain't the same. Seeing Michael on YouTube and seeing Michael live is not the same. Right? But Beyonce, she's hell of a artist, hell of a performer. You know, I got my story and industry stories about when I met her the one time that I did. Very nice lady. Very respectful. She respects people that came before her. That's one thing you can say about Beyonce. You're never going to hear Beyonce get at any of these other artists, talk about them, have an issue with them. If Beyonce's had issues with people, it's been behind the scenes. And then the only reason why it got out is because that person brought it out. But Beyonce never brought out any issues she had. You had to be in the know to know that she had an issue with Alanis Morissette. Well, Alanis Morissette had an issue with her. You had to be in the know to know that Sia had an issue with her. You had to be in the know to know that that Italian artist, I forgot her name, Maria, whatever, had an issue with her. We would have never known about my wife, Toni Braxton. We would have never known about the Toni Braxton issue if Toni Braxton didn't say it on Wendy. We would have never known about Kerry Hilson if Kerry Hilson didn't come out and say it. Well, we kind of knew because of the diss record. But Beyonce never came out and was like, oh, yeah, big head, or, what they used to call Kerry Hilson, make Kerry Hilson a nickname or something like that. Like, she's never done that. And she's always praised the Tina Turners, the Diana Rosses, the Donna Summers, the Madonnas, like everybody that's come before her, the Whitney Houstons, the Mariah Careys. She's always praised people that come before her. And that's how you're supposed to do. That's how you're supposed to do. You're not supposed to be, mad at everybody all the time. You're not supposed to be in competition with people all the time. Like, at some point, you got to let the competition thing go and then just age gracefully. And be like, I've done enough. I've done all I need to do in the game. Yeah, I'm still making music. But I'm not battling bitches no more. I'm not worried about what these chicks are saying no more. Like, for what? I've already done my thing. It's time to let the new generation come in now, and I'm still gonna make my music, but I'm not in competition with them. That's like Beyonce. Beyonce ain't in competition with Ariana Grande and Sabrina Carpenter and Normani, and she's not in competition with them. She's on her legacy shit now. She's on her legacy shit now. Them girls ain't nothing to Beyonce. Taylor Swift is her peer. Taylor Swift is her peer. Rihanna's her peer. But them other girls, Ariana Grande, Billie Eilish, and like, they little girls to Beyonce. Right, Timothy. That's a great take. The only competition these artists should be in with is themselves. They should always try to top the music they've made in the past. Right, and this is what I like about Taylor Swift, right? Right now, everybody the last couple of years have been talking about how Sabrina Carpenter is the new hot thing, right? What does Taylor Swift do? When Taylor Swift dropped her album in October, the last track on the song is a collaboration with Sabrina Carpenter. Taylor Swift is saying, I'm going to collaborate with her. Now, she didn't do that for Olivia Rodrigo. She wasn't feeling Olivia Rodrigo because Olivia Rodrigo tried to pull what Ponytail did to Mariah Carey and smile in her face while she tried to usher her out the door. Taylor Swift was like, nah, chick, I'm not ready to leave yet. So don't be coming up on here with these phony ass smiles when I know you the one that's supposed to be replacing me. That's why Taylor that's when all the masters and all that started happening, because they were trying to find ways to start to push Taylor Swift out. Because when you start closing in on 35, they start looking for your replacement. When you start closing on, as a woman, when you start closing in on 35, they start looking for your replacement. That's the reason why they got Ariana Grande. They was waiting for Mariah Carey to hit 35. So, okay, now we're going to have a new Mariah. They did that. They seen that Taylor Swift was on the other side of 30. Let's get Olivia Rodrigo. She's like a miniature Taylor Swift. She got songs, her breakup songs is about her real relationships. She takes the same formula that Taylor Swift has. Olivia Rodrigo, whenever she break up with a boy, she go and make a hit song just like Taylor Swift. Bloodsucker, that's about a boyfriend. Damn vampire. The other song she had, Deja Vu, was about a boyfriend. So she takes the Taylor Swift formula and she's trying to be the new Taylor Swift while saying, oh my God, she's my idol, she's this, she's that. And Taylor back there looking like, bitch, you are not fooling me. You trying to take my spot. That's why you don't really see her. She don't really talk with Olivia like that. She tried to play it off like she's good with her, but she don't really have conversations with Olivia Rodrigo like that. They said Beyonce's on the Cardi album. I hope it's true. I don't think it is. I think that feature that they were going to have, that whatever happened, whether it was Cardi's stupid cousin or stupid DJ at the time that leaked it. I think once he leaked that Beyonce and Cardi was working on a record together, I think Beyonce is kind of like the you get one chance type of girl when it comes to music. And if she's gonna do now I'll tell you now, we're gonna do this collab, but you're gonna have to keep this quiet now. You gotta keep this on the low, Cardi. You have to keep this on the low. All right now. I don't want this to get out. And then once it leaks out, she was like, nah, this bitch ain't gonna be able to keep no secret when push comes to shove. And she ain't got people in her camp that keep secrets. Because she obviously done told somebody about this record, and now they done leaked the fact that them two was getting ready to go to the studio together. The song might even be done, but it just may be an unreleased song. Because they got a lot of unreleased songs. Her and Drake got unreleased music. Right? Cardi and Drake got a record. Cardi, Drake, and Offset got a record. Drake got a record with Cardi. He got a record with Cardi and Offset. Cardi and Amigos. It never came out. No, I don't think it's a fact of her blaming Cardi. Mimi, I don't think she blamed Cardi, but it's like, I gotta blame somebody, right? And that's, and plus Beyonce got Jay as a husband, and Jay's like, nah. And then he went there, and the whole thing when he was pressing Offset, and everybody was saying it because Offset said, yeah, me and my bitch, we like Jay and his bitch or something like that. He said something that Beyonce didn't appreciate, Jay-Z didn't appreciate him saying it. Me and my bitch like J and B or something like that, he said. And Jay-Z came to like, nah, player, I don't like that line. I don't like that line. We done knew something. He said something that Jay-Z didn't like. And after that, that was it. He was going to be working. I remember he was going to be working with Offset. And that was right after, because the Migos wrote the hook for Have You Ever Seen a Crowd Going Ape Shit? National Constituents. Going on the Lambo, skirt. Jumping off the stage, ho. The Migos wrote that hook. Have you ever seen a crowd going ape shit? Oh, Darius, I'll never forget that ape shit that concert when she did ape shit. Oh, Lord, have mercy. I felt like I was in church, and that little leg whip, hit me like the hands of the preacher when he be laying hands on people. Ooh, I told you. People started falling down the aisle like it was altar call at church. She said, have you ever seen a girl going in this? Oh my God. I was like, oh, shit, the Holy Ghost. That leg wind came my way. I was like, oh God, this bitch smells so good. That leg whip. I was like, whoa. I'm feeling woozy. People falling out. That's why when I saw the person faint at the Beyonce concert, I was like, the fuck? Shit. Made somebody faint with her legs. She was far away from them too. They was first row. Fell out. Jumping out the stage, ho. But my favorite female rapper right now is Lady London. It's not even close. Lady London right now, oh, so fucking fine too. Lady London right now is my favorite female rapper. Oh, yes. I'm waiting for her to blow up, but she's not a kiss ass, and she don't beg for features, and apparently she don't suck D, or she hadn't sucked the right D. Well, it's a stretch for you, but she's my fave right now. Like I said, she's my fave right now. Because her bars are sick. She can go off the dome. Like, she could tell stories and freestyles. Like, so crazy. Bars are so crazy. Her swag is sick. I love the faces that she make when she's rapping.
Listen, it wasn't a side apartment.
And the funny thing was, like I said, when she did the freestyle on the Drake shit, she even said, Remember on the Drake record where something's what did he say? People that don't fuck with me is linking up to people that don't fuck with me to fuck with me. And then when she did the freestyle to that beat, she kind of said something like that.
Listen, you know what?
So that's what I mean. When you doing when another people beat come in,
Let's do it.
you got to try to do some sort of.
Like, so I know everybody can't come up here, but
Exactly.
you know.
It's my girl.
Uh-huh. Yo. Hello. Let's get it.
Hello with your fine ass.
I ain't easy to forget. I ain't even trying to flex.
Yeah.
In LAX with $1,500 sweats. Gallery, spray painted sneakers giving your salary. Lamborns with them fat ass laces giving your calories. Couture feet, no crease and they all peeps. These are not 990s, Dior sneaks. Let them know I'm the next coming to hold. I run it from the people so long I'm ready to own. I gave birth to redemption of rap, switching your cadences. They say they hate my voice, trying to portray the shit.
Yeah.
That's craziness. I don't know what to make of it. Every time I'm faced with it, I truly am amazed with it. I'm honest, sis, cause these new niggas don't want to shit. I got on designer and I talk to the divinest, so I'm double blessed. No save it, a double threat. I'm David with the face of Goliath, the double flex.
Yeah.
I'm actually really the double best. I'm half Trini, so having some doubles rag over heads like it's hoodie season. And I got every reason, but my team really hate it when I bully people. Yeah, still I would hope to do it peacefully. But how is it you speak to me if you ain't never speak to me?
How?
I said, how would you speak for me if you ain't never speak to me? That's like you say I'm easy, but when you ain't never sleep with me,
That bitch a beast. That bitch is a beast. She is a beast. A fine ass. She's a beast. Got to be more careful. It's a beast. If y'all haven't checked out her freestyle on Sway, crazy. Her freestyle on Sway is nuts. All right, y'all. Oh, shit, it's 11:04. All right, y'all. I got to go because I got to make a video. And then I got to do something for my daughter's channel. She just put up a reaction to, she's a 11-year-old reacting to 80s music. So she reacted to a Madonna song. So y'all go check that out. I appreciate y'all, man, for hanging out 2 times because my stupid thing started acting up. Got to play a sample. Have I need a new girl to body the track? The Playaz sample. What, Playaz? Imaginary Playaz or Playaz from Coi Leray? I don't think nobody else is gonna get that. Nobody else is gonna get that sample and is gonna try that because number one, it was just gritty of Cardi to even try it because don't nobody really want to mess with a J beat like that. And for the fact that she even attempted and asked Jay for that record, like Jay-Z don't be giving out people, especially the females, right? He don't really give out records like that. But it's obvious if you say something and she let him hear something that he liked, he'll let her do it. But that's not I don't even think nobody wants to hear it again. Like we barely wanted to hear it this time. The only reason that I even wanted to hear it this time it was because it was gonna be something different from Cardi. Like she never really rapped at that speed before. So if it was just a regular girl doing it, I'd been like, I don't want to hear y'all on no J beat. Now, something different, like I said, some other songs, maybe. Maybe. But I thank all of you guys for tuning in. The Cash App is $HeavenHollywood. If you want to hit the super chat, y'all already see the thing down the bottom. I gotta go work on these videos. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. And yeah, man. I guess that's it. Y'all be safe the rest of the night. I'll holler at y'all.